So today we're going to be looking at fears and phobias.
Oh, I got a couple of those.
Me too.
Yeah. Okay. So so you're gonna find out how strange we are. Okay.
Deep dive.
Okay. Number one. What do you think are the most common fears people have in the 21st century?
Oh, I think some fears that don't go away. Fear of flying.
Fear of flying. Yeah, I have a fear of height.
Yeah.
Arachnophobia, fear of spiders.
Claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia. Fear of snakes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Fear of snakes. There even one that's called
FOMO.
What?
FOMO. Fear of missing out.
Fear of missing out. Oh yeah.
I hear that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, another one that's fear of missing out. That's the 21st century. Another one. People have a fear that the government's watching them. Conspiracy theory fear.
Yeah, even I've been subject to that. I've been like, let me put a bit of tape over my computer screen.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, those are some fears. I like some update. Yeah, the fear of technology being watching. Robots.
Yeah.
Oh, fear of AI.
AI in general.
People are fear of AI.
Yeah. Number two. What are you living in fear of right now? Having no money, or being alone, or maybe not succeeding?
All three. Fear of having no money.
Yeah.
It's hard living in Korea as a freelance performer because we don't have a stable income. We have our survival is based on how much we work.
Exactly. Yeah. Let alone the extension of the payment dates.
Yeah, fear. Yeah, being sometimes a company pays us well and on time. Sometimes they're neglective and
4 months later.
Yeah, being alone. I don't want to die alone, so I wish to find a partner.
Me too.
And fear of not succeeding. Yeah,
that's probably my most large concern right now actually.
Yeah.
Falling behind. I don't want to be trapped by age, but age really it does feel like a factor.
Yeah, there's no book to for how to be successful.
Yeah.
Well, there are self-help books, but there's no path to the honest thing how to be said. Another fear I live with is I have a fear of driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just I always got scared when I was learning, and I just gave it up. I have a strong fear of actually heights.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm in a tall building, I swear the building's rocking, and I can never get to the edge of a tall cliff. At
least a lot of people can relate to you on that one. You know. For me, in terms of fears, water. I have a really big fear of water actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I almost drowned once, and since then I've never been comfortable in water necessarily. It takes me a really long time to ease into it.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Definitely. And a phobia I have right now, specifically eyes. Oh, it makes people physically sick. Or when people rub their eyes and touch the actual whites of their eyes and stuff, put contacts in, anything like that. People have any abnormalities with their eyes, I can't look at them.
Oh, really?
Turns my stomach.
I was rubbing my eyes a lot before that.
I know, I had to. I was smiling, but I was dying inside. I was
I would have just turned you off because it's the start of March, but somehow but now I'm getting spring allergies.
I hay fever.
So I've been rubbing my eyes. Thankfully, I took some allergy medication before the shoot.
Yeah.
So I won't be turning Rihanna off.
I know.
Okay. What did you fear as a child?
Oh, as a child. Bullies.
Bullies?
Yeah. Can you call that a fear?
Yeah.
Ish.
Intimidating,
being isolated, ostracized.
Yeah.
Because I was actually.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
I had a fear. When I was small, I had a fear. I thought there was a monster in my closet. I saw a monster under my bed. The fear of the things I can't explain yet.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Mine was definitely more like a people thing because I knew the capacity people had to be mean.
Yeah.
You know.
When I was a child, I was afraid of the dark, thinking that there was monsters under my bed. So I would have to, my blanket is my shield, so my whole body was underneath my blanket, then the monster can't get me.
That's cute. I feel like a fear I had of when I was younger that I grew out of a bit now is the fear of dying.
Yeah.
I know a young person shouldn't really be thinking about that, but when you just, a question comes across and you just think a bit too deep, it could be about aliens, anything, space.
Yeah. I have a little bit of fear of dying. I don't want to die yet, but I don't want to die in pain or something, or die suffering.
Exactly.
So how about number 4?
Number 4, how did you overcome this fear? If you did, and how can we change our perspective of fear, on fear?
I just I was afraid of monsters as a child. So,
Yeah.
But I guess I just grew up.
You don't believe in monsters
I
now?
don't believe in monsters now. I believe in aliens.
Aliens.
But not monsters.
I still have the phobia of eyes massively.
Yeah.
Water, I tried to overcome it by taking part in experiences. I went to the Philippines. We had to dive. If that freaked me out. One of them, we had like a 3-meter drop on our back. We had to just slide into the darkness. Another one had a 5-meter one where I had to jump. And that was incredibly scary for me. But I did it just to try and, conquer something.
Right. For heights too, like I'm not afraid of flying, and I'm not afraid of roller coasters because there's
because you're strapped in.
They're strapped in, so there's the illusion of safety. So those I panic and I get scared, but I know that it won't kill me because of being having the safety harness on.
But if you were on a cliff, at the edge of a cliff,
I take little bunny steps, just getting close to it. But people laugh at me how funny I am because
the thing is, I don't think I have a fear of heights. But even if I was to jump out of a plane, I definitely would be shaking.
I can't jump out of a plane. I can't skydive at all.
Yeah,
I would never do that.
Can feel the fear.
Okay, number 5. How does genetic predisposition play a role in whether or not somebody develops a phobia?
I don't know if having a phobia is a genetic predisposition.
Yeah.
Necessarily, I think it's an individual thing that could be developed via your environment around you or what you've interacted with. These can be fostered through different things. What do you think?
I think there is fears of spiders and snakes and whatnot, that there is that genetic predisposition in our DNA to be afraid of these animals because over generations, a snake and a spider, they have venom, and so that they seem very toxic. So we have that in our genetics to be afraid of these animals.
Yeah. That just pose a threat to us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. In that respect, yeah.
Yeah, because it's like a primal fear.
Yeah.
To be afraid of it.
That's a different type of fear entirely.
Yeah,
phobias though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know. Things that are strange. I guess we in our DNA, things that we've learned in nature to be that we have phobias of. That could be a phobia.
It's another common phobia that I feel doesn't make sense, but it's also equally as disturbing. When there's many holes and things, people are really freaked out by that.
Right. Yeah.
I forgot the name. Trypophobia, triphobia.
Yeah. So it's just there might be a genetic disposition for phobia because from thousands of years of genetic breeding, we have this fear of to avoid things because it might be dangerous.
Yeah. I can concur with that one.
Okay.
Number 6. What would you do if you had absolutely no fear?
Oh. What would I do if I had absolutely no fear?
I feel like it'd be limitless, the things you'd want to do.
I don't know. Everyone has a fear of something.
If you weren't scared of heights, what would you do?
I guess I would sky jump. I would skydive. I would bungee jump. I would even do these tower walk things.
Oh yeah, the bridges.
Yeah. But I guess if I didn't have that fear, but I think fear is important for people.
I think it's kind of important, but I guess if I had absolutely no fear, I feel like I'd probably be more successful than I am now.
Yeah.
I think without the fear, there'd also probably be lack of self-doubt also.
Yeah.
It'd probably drive me.
It's not really a fear, but I used to have it was much more severe than it is right now. Body dysmorphia.
Oh.
So I had a fear of showing people my body in public, taking off my shirt and all that stuff. But I've just become more comfortable with my body.
You did really well. You were in a drama, though, when you hung upside down shirtless.
Yeah. I didn't. Yeah. So I've lost a lot of this, and I even
Amazing.
on stage I take off my shirt because this is not important.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of showing people. What my body looks like. I am what I am, and I can't really change that.
I'm trying to grapple with that myself right now.
So
Self-love.
Yeah. So I guess that's another fear I've got over is a public display of my body.
I think that's an important one to overcome.
Yeah.
Glad you have.
Yeah.
Next.
Do you suffer from social anxiety, or do you like meeting friends or new people?
I think I'm like super sociable. Like people say I'm like maybe too sociable.
Okay.
Yeah, I have like a lot of people interactive, especially at work. We're put in situations where we're with a lot of different models, and I'm kind of like social butterfly, just moving around, getting people's information, and actually actively trying to follow up on those relationships after.
Yeah.
It's not just in the moment. I try and establish friendships.
Yeah.
How about you?
I would in my 20s and 30s, maybe my 20s, I was I had anxiety, like in social. I was more of like an introvert, but now like I'm just having fun with life and just living the best I can each day. Like and being more extroverted.
Yeah.
Like it's easier for me to meet new people, have a conversation. But you know, I always had, like at the very beginning, like I'm always in my head, just like how should I behave, all that stuff. Like my friends describe me as that cool kid at the party that just sits at the wall, assesses the situation before he makes first contact.
That's actually me too. Like I observe first, and then I'm like, okay, I've established what's going on. Time to dive in.
Yeah.
Do you think being an E has benefited you more?
Sorry?
Do you think being an extrovert has like benefited you more?
Right now, it's benefiting me more now too, because I'm kind of I'm learning, like just trying to be more extroverted.
Yeah.
That people are more open to me. They like me around. I don't hear like people talking behind my back.
Yeah.
I'm not too braggadocious, and I try to have. Like,
I love that word.
Yeah, but also like when I have fun and like I include people like me more.
Yeah, it's a lively guy.
I like bringing people into my circle.
Yeah. Number 8.
Okay. The fear of death is to be dreaded more than death itself. So the expression, the fear of death is to be dreaded more than death itself. What do you think about this quote?
How to unpack that? The fear of death is dreaded more than death itself. I can agree with it.
Yeah.
I guess. I think I've had a lot of, I don't know, people have said that death itself can be like peaceful.
Yeah.
I guess it all depends on the way in which you pass.
Yeah.
I think the fear of death can normally be through the method,
Yeah.
For me, it'd be ideal to pass in my sleep, right?
Yeah, your cause, the method of death is more fearsome than actually
definitely
the ending of a life.
You don't want to be the person that has the most excruciating, prolonged death ever,
Yeah, right, and like even I guess the opposite is just like YOLO. You only live once, so just have fun with this life and don't worry about the end. Worry about what's happening now.
Definitely, I always am a big advocate for like live life to the fullest and just and say yes also.
Yeah, saying yes is a great expression. Just say yes to everything. Okay.
Number 9. How do phobias differ from ordinary fears? What symptoms and behaviors might indicate a phobia? Oh, what do you think?
Well, a fear, I guess, is less severe than a phobia. A phobia is something you try to avoid at all costs, while fear is more uncertainty of it. So there's the fear of success, but there's not the phobia of success.
Now I'm starting to wonder about my language choice, because I said I have a fear of water, but I'm wondering if it's a phobia now, because that same...
whether that be aquaphobia?
Maybe. But that same reference of me doing the diving experience in the Philippines, my legs were physically shaking, and I've never had that before, like literally like clacking together at the knees. And I was like, is this the point of a phobia?
Yeah.
Or is this just a severe reaction to a fear?
Maybe. I think a phobia is a harder thing to get over.
Yeah.
You could get over a fear, or you can like temporarily suppress the fear in you to do an action. But a phobia is something that like you feel it in your soul that you
it does. It runs through you.
Yeah. So like I don't have a fear of heights. I have a phobia of heights. I just if I see a tall building, like the Skywalk at the Lotte Tower.
Yeah.
I just see in the pictures and like going no.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's just triggering my own phobia. I was just thinking about eyes, and I was like, ugh.
Yeah. So I think I guess the phobia has the stronger symptoms, and it's like internal.
Yeah.
Number 10. This is our last one. Can you guess what these phobias are? So I just said it. Hydrophobia. Water.
Yeah.
Zoophobia.
Animals?
Animals.
In general?
Zoology is like the study of animals. So zoophobia would be the fear of animals. Sociophobia.
Just social anxiety,
Yeah,
I guess, being around people.
Numerophobia.
Can't be numbers, surely.
Well,
Numbers.
It's
No, it is numbers.
It is like we could see it right there. Yeah. So because we know the Latin words for these.
Yeah.
So hydro is Latin for
Yes.
water, and zoo is Latin for animal, and social and numeral.
Good old etymology.
Yeah.
I feel like in Korea there's definitely like a numerophobia for 4.
Yeah. And what would life be like with these?
Oh.
So you have a little bit of a hydrophobia.
Yeah, hydrophobia. Life with hydrophobia is not nice.
Yeah.
If I go on holiday, I would love to be able to go and swim, but it's the fear of literally drowning and holds me back, and I end up just sitting on the sand watching my friends.
Yeah. Animals, obviously.
I'm actually not a fan of animals.
Okay.
Generally, not to the extent of phobia though. It's just a preference.
Okay. Social phobia, obviously, you'd be very introverted.
For me, that would be misery. Ooh.
Yeah.
To just be at home all the time.
Yeah, socializing, talking to people. It's on the tip of my tongue, but people that are afraid of outdoor spaces too. It's like gastrophobia. No.
Oh, is it beginning with A? No, and oh god, I know.
Agoraphobia.
Yeah.
Agoraphobia.
Yeah, that's the
I
one.
knew they had a good G's, and then numerophobia. I don't know how you live a modern life with the fear of numbers.
I don't know how that works personally, but I'm sorry to those that suffer from it.
Anyways, that was our last question. Thank you for once again tuning into the Colcom Daily Minute Podcast. I've been Jeff.
I'm Rihanna.
If you have more questions about Colcom, you can visit them on their website at colcom.co.kr. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.